Another shocking discovery in Britain. Get this, I could barely believe it when I read it. Nearly 1 million people in our country cannot speak English. According to official statistics, 10% of residents who were born overseas struggle to speak the English language. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that speaking the national language is the least that we need to do to have an integrated, cohesive, prosperous nation. And in many local areas in this country, as I showed this week in my newsletter, using detailed information from the census, the reality is that integration is simply not happening. Take, for example, the area of St Matthews and Highfields in Leicester. In this area, more than 80% of people who are living in social housing were born outside of the UK, of whom only around half, 52%, are currently working. According to the latest census, only 43% of people who live in that area were born in the UK. A larger number of people were born in the Middle East or Asia. 3/4 of people in that area are Muslim, and shockingly, more than 4 in every 10 people in that area are living in households that contain no adults who speak English as their main language. Or consider the area of Tockington or Monks Park near Wembley Stadium. In this area, nearly 73% of people who live in social housing were born outside of the UK, of whom only 43% are currently in work. Fully 35% of people in that area, more than 1 in 3, refuse to identify with a British or an English identity and instead choose a non-UK identity only, which is an option on the census. Fully 1/4 of people here live in households that contain no adults who speak English as their main language. Now, look, I think this is a national crisis. What is the Labour government's plan? I'm asking you. Capitulation is the answer. Labour's plan is to surrender to this phenomenon, to not do anything about it. The Labour Party's Tower Hamlets office has, in big letters on its facade, Somali and Bengali translations. Now, you might think that this ghettoisation is a natural phenomenon that comes along with mass immigration, but our leaders have actively encouraged it. I think it's time that we prioritise people from this country when distributing scarce resources like social housing. I think newcomers should be expected to work. I think they should be expected to pay tax into the collective pot. And I think they should be expected to identify with our country. And that starts with, at the bare minimum, learning our language, speaking English. I don't think our public sector institutions should be offering widespread translation services. People should learn English.